Hello there, Internet. Mogwai here, and I got another video for you guys today. As you can tell, I am back in mi casa, and I just arrived from the flight. I have not slept many hours because it was a late night, long flight all the way from Brazil. So in case I sound, a little bit extra delirious today, I'm gonna go ahead and use that as an excuse. But yeah, it feels good, man. It feels good to be back. I had a blast in Brazil. I actually met my girlfriend's father for the first time, and surprisingly survived said encounter, which was not, that certain of a case. But I did. I lived to tell a tale, and I also met, more of her family from both her mother and her father's side. And overall, I saw a shitload of nature, and it was just a great experience, and just a wonderful time over there with all the Brazilians and stuff, and made me feel a little bit less fake Brazilian myself. So it was truly a rewarding experience for me. And yeah, I'm back here. My girl is going to be there for a few more days, so to fill in the void of her absence, I shall be playing some MTG Arena, even though I would be playing it anyways. And I'm going to showcase off a deck that I'm actually very excited to play with today, and that is a mid-range Esper list, which was not originally built by me. I'm actually going to go ahead and give a shout out to the original deck builder of this list, who is BTCLA at BTCLA1 on Twitter. His bio says he's an MTGO grinder, a brewer, and an aimlessly drifting millennial. And on top of that, he has a profile picture of what I assume is himself running in some sort of marathon. So good for you, V. I'm going to call you V. Good for you, and thank you for this deck list. I am very intrigued by it and like it quite a bit. This is not a new archetype. It's been going around for a bit. This person right here is not the original creator of said archetype, which is Esper Midrange, but his particular take at it is very interesting, at least in my opinion. It combines a mid-rangey strategy with Thought Erasure and Disinformation Campaign. Two cards that I never get enough of because I am somewhat of a filthy degenerate. But on top of that, we have another discard resource, and that is the Basilica Bellhaunt, a 4-mana 3/4 that I feel has been quite overlooked, at least during the beginning phase of the Ravnica Allegiance set release, right? This 4-drop was significantly underrated then. Now it's seen quite a bit of play, and, to use the term underrated may not be the most accurate, but I still feel like it's overlooked by many. And even though we're going to be playing some best of 3 today, I think Basilica Bellhaunt is actually more effective in best of 1 even, because of the prevalence of mono red aggro decks there. And this 4-drop right there being a really good tool against those sorts of decks, right? But as you can tell, we have discard mechanics alongside a Esper deck pretty much built around this 2-drop right here, the Hero of Precinct 1, which we have featured on the channel before. Quite recently, actually, in my Absence Tokens video, which was uploaded like a few days ago, like I said. And a very powerful 2-drop that just gives us significant value with this sort of build, as most of our cards are multicolored, which means that if we play this on curve, or even not on curve, if we just drop this 2-drop, every single time we play a spell from that point onwards, we're going to be getting a 1/1 white human creature token, which can, like I said, lead to significant value from a 2-mana play initially, right? So that is the whole purpose of our curve and the cards that we opted to utilize in this sort of build. We are also playing a sideboard because, like I said, we're going to be playing ranked best of 3, and expect a lot of best of 3 ranked gameplay on this channel from this point onwards, now that we got it with the actual with the new patch, because it's just significantly better than best of 1. I know the vast majority of people who play Magic the Gathering Arena play best of 1 ranked. I understand there's a time constraint. It's much more accessible. You don't have to sideboard. Sideboard can be intimidating. And again, did I say time constraints? That's a big deal. Like, knowing that you can just play 1 game and you don't have to commit to like an entire best of 3 series is a massive, massive deal for online gaming. And I completely get why most people play best of 1 ranked. Having that said, best of 1 ranked is fucking garbage. As simple as that. It's really bad compared to best of 3. That's where the real competitive magic sinks in. I want to improve as a player. I know I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of things to improve upon, a lot of things to learn, and I don't feel like I will be improving as a player if I keep on prioritizing best of 1 ranked. I was waiting for best of 3 ranked to hit because I didn't like committing to traditional constructed events before, but now that it's here, it's going to be the main focus on my channel, and that is just how it is. Whether people are less interested in that, then so be it. I don't care. This is what intrigues me, and you're going to be seeing a lot of, like I said, best of 3 ranked gameplay here. And we're going to start off with this, like I said, deck list right here, which has, as I said, a mid-range Esper build with discard mechanics and a lot of synergy around the hero preset 1. Interesting creatures such as the Deputy Detention for removal, alongside the Hostage Taker, Basilica Bellhunt, which we mentioned, Thief of Sanity as a 3-drop, very, very powerful if left unchecked, and the likes of Doom Whisper and Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, as a one-off for a Planeswalker slot. Doom Whisper synergizes really well with Disinformation Campaign, so provides us with really good, utility and power at the same time, even though it's not a multicolored creature. And then we have strong removal tools such as Mortify and Vraska's Contempt. On top of that, we have Lazav, the Multifarious, just because the deck kind of needs a bit more of 2-drop creature presence, if that makes any sense. And when it comes to multicolored creatures, Lazav, whatever, L here is actually really solid and synergizes somewhat with the deck list as well. As you can see there, he surveils when he enters the board, which enables us to return this Disinformation Campaign to our hand. And that is the deck list right there. Surveil tactics, discard mechanics, and overall a very, very powerful curve and a strategy that puts counterspelling aside for a more tapping out sort of strategy like mid-range decks plays out, and a very, very flexible deck, especially for a best of 3 environment, as we have a pretty powerful sideboard here. I have tweaked the sideboard to my liking. It's not exactly like the original deck builder built, but I feel like this one is actually really solid, as we have 4 copies of Negate and 2 Duress alongside 2 Eldritch Reborns for the control matchups. And then we have 2 Lara Dawnbringers, 1 Vraska's Contempt, and 4 Moments of Cravings for the more aggressive matchups. And even though we go all in those matchups with these particular techs, we can also tech a little bit more preemptively, or like not as aggressively, English, in other matchups which are not as, obvious, like for example mid-range combo decks, etc. Right? But that is the build right there, as I've been at it, explaining it for like over 7 minutes. But I think there was quite a bit to talk about, and I also had to make my statement regarding best of 3 a little bit, having that included in there and all that goodness. And yeah, this is the deck list I will be piloting, and without further ado, I'm going to stop rambling. We're going to head on to some games, and we're going to try to climb, as we are in Platinum Tier 4. And we're just going to hop into it and play some best of 3 and try to rank up that way. So without further ado, let's hop into some games. All right, let's go. Let's get that on-camera debut on best of 3 ranked. I'm so excited for this format, man. Like the fact that I don't have to commit to an event and actually like that has an entry fee and everything. It's so impactful. The fact that I can rank up while playing best of 3 is so important. And our opponent's gonna go first, as we are facing Chewy Buffalo, and we have a hand with only 2 initial lands, which worries me a little bit, but I'm still gonna keep it because I do have a Thought Erasure, which I can use to surveil for more lands, and a pretty good curve. I think this is definitely worth it. Hopefully I'm not punished too significantly for this, as we're gonna lead off with the Godless Shrine, as it is our shock land, and we're going to follow that up with the Drowned Catacomb, and we could play the Hero Priest in 1 on curve. It seems we're facing some sort of Boros deck. Okay, my game seems to be lagging a little bit. When Path of the Meadow enters the battlefield, it deals, whenever you attack with at least 2 creatures that have, yeah, I've seen this card. Interesting. We're going to go ahead and drop the Hero Priest in 1 first. Because then from that point onwards, every single multicolored spell that we play will give us an extra 1/1. But he does go for the Lava Coil immediately, removes our 2-drop. I cry every time, and we're just that good at the game. We just top deck a land because we are amazing. We're going to go for the Thought Erasure first. Take a look at what he has and what we should eliminate. Path of the Meadow. At least 2 creatures with first strike. Okay, so what should I be dealing with here? Goblin Chain Whirler I can remove. Fight with Fire is fine. Fanatical Firebrand could be annoying, but I think Aurelia may be my best. No, I have Vraska's Contempt for Aurelia too. It may seem weird, but I think I actually think Fanatical Firebrand. Gonna get rid of that. Because we have answers for everything else. And our opponent just got mana screwed there, and we are gonna capitalize on that. We're gonna play this information campaign. We're gonna talk shit about his family, force him to discard there, and then we're gonna play a Watery Grave tapped. As he dropped a Set of the Wreckage. Sideboarding for this is going to be really interesting. Yeah, our opponent just got completely mana screwed, and we're just capitalizing on him like crazy. We're going to play another disinformation campaign. And we're going to play Lazav and return both of them to our hand. We don't need to do that there. Oh, that's pretty sick. It's the first time I see his animation, actually. He appears on the top of my deck, doesn't he? What the fuck? So yeah, now, I mean, I expect the forfeit coming soon. My opponent just got mana screwed. It happens. But that is why best of 3 is a very nice thing, right? I feel like I definitely want Eldest Reborn here. I feel like I most definitely want that. The question is, what do we take out for that? I'm not sure I need to like change much, to be completely honest. I mean, I like Mortify. Like, is Eldest Reborn worth me taking out something like Doom Whisper is the question. I don't think so, right? I do think I'm going to take one out for Teferi. I think Teferi against this deck may be... I may need something more impactful, really. I might take out one Deputy Detention as well. I really like Eldest Reborn in this matchup, so I'm going to take it. Because he has some key 3-drops and 4-drops, like Aurelia. He could have... I'm going to keep this. Again, only 2 lands, but we have a Thought Erasure. Alright, there's a Fanatical Firebrand. But Basilica Bellhunt can also be very strong here. The problem is I'm lacking white mana, so... But I have double Surveil is the thing here. Alright, I definitely need to Surveil here. So I'm going to play Thought Erasure. See, there it is. Okay, destroy targeting enchantment. Alright, History of Benalia. Okay, we're going to take History of Benalia here. We're going to keep that there. So it seems our opponent is only drawing mountains. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Hero Priest in 1 here. He could have a Lava Coil, but I'm gonna drop this first because if he does have removal, then I'd rather him destroy a hero anyways. Okay, so he's just smacking me with a monkey right now, which is kind of irritating. But you know what are you gonna do? I'm gonna play the Thief of Sanity now. Yeah, I think I might have to reboot my game after this because it's already. I mean, I barely had it on though. It's already lagging. It's kind of crazy. All right. Not bad. I'm going to attack with Thief of Sanity here. Apply her effect. I'll take Ixalan's Binding. And now I'm going to play Basilica Bellhunt. basically gaining 1 life to be able to play it now. Gonna go with that. And, you know, get some board presence and start affecting his hand as well. But I feel like, yeah, my opponent just got kind of like mana screwed again. But at this point, I'd wonder what his mana distribution is like, you know? I'm going to attack with both. Aggression is the name of the game here. Let's see what we get. I'll take a Fanatical Firebrand. Why not? I'll play another Thief of Sanity, and you. I mean, at this point, I really don't see how I can lose. Well, I would like to look at Chewy Buffalo's. See, you guys saw there 2 climbs for a win. That's really nice. I would like to see what his land distribution is, because getting mana screwed like that 2 games in a row, that's either horrible luck or, you know, unperfect deck building. Let's just leave it at that. Let's go for another one. All right. 8 minutes in, and we got one best of 3 series. Not bad. That probably wasn't the best example, all right? All right, Dimejna is our opponent. We're gonna go first, which is generally what you want to do in Magic the Gathering, by the way, in case you're wondering. And we're going to keep this hand. We have all 3 sources of Esper mana available to us, and we're going to lead off with the Hallowed Fountain, as it is our shock land, and we can drop Laz of the Multifarious, or probably not. Probably wait out, because we may want to have his Surveil, yeah, and make use of this and just play another shock land here. Because being able to play this information campaign, hopefully this is not a Thought Erasure. Oh, no, stop it. No Thought Erasure, no Thought Erasure, no Thought Erasure. No Thought. Bye-bye, disinformation campaign. Cry every time. That's annoying. I'm gonna play Lazav here, just so I can surveil. I'll send that to the graveyard because I can always copy that with Lazav here. Because I can pay 3. I play Deputy Detention there. I'm gonna do this. Copy that. And take his Thought Erasure there. So it seems we're having some sort of a mirror match here. Like, it seems like this is actually like a mirror match. Like, it's not Esper Control. Like, he's playing the same list. Maybe not exactly the same, though. But because, like I said, this is not like a new archetype. Gonna let him connect there. Hero, Priest, and 1. I would love to see a land here. A land here would be perfect. Okay. All right. We're going to take Lyra there. And then I think, depending on how aggressive he gets, oh man, he's swarming me like crazy though. I could have taken the deputy detention to target these two hero prison ones. Okay, so no Basilica for us. But we do have Lyra now. And he's literally top decking here. So we're gonna drop Lyra, which we took with the with Lazev actually. And we're gonna call that a turn. Hopefully he doesn't top deck something crazy here. Okay, thank God. I kinda needed that. He's playing his lands because he doesn't want to keep something in hand because he knows I could have Basilica myself. Alright, we're stabilizing, boys. We stabilizing! Okay, I think we need to Teferi here. Okay, what if I put this? Okay, I mean, I was thinking about it for a second. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play Teferi, and I'm gonna target the deputy detention, and I'm gonna hit that.
I know my responsibility. Let's take it back.
I'm gonna hit him. And I'm gonna take his own deputy detention. Oh, okay, that was good. That was slick. Oh, baby, let's go. And now he has to think, do I attack the fairy? Oh, he's stuck. Oh, come back, boys! Come back, boys! Voice crack, Jesus. Sorry. Let's go with this. Let's take it easy. Oh, not that easy. Let's attack with these two. Let's put him on a 2-turn timer. Let's see what we pick up from him first. Oh boy. That is just absolutely glorious. Let's drop the hero priest in 1. Seraph of the Scales. And let's just win. Let's just win the game. How about that? GG. So not exactly a mirror match, as he is playing Seraph of the Scales here. Okay, nice top deck. Not really gonna make a difference though. I mean, because we just deputed attention. He doesn't know. I mean, he knows we have it. He knows we took it from him. Like when we went for that, so he knows we easily have lethal. Like we don't even need deputy attention. We just dispersal him. But we're gonna use it with his own card. We're gonna put him in that spot. Because, you know, it hurts a little bit more if we do it this way. And there we go. Not even bad. That was a tight comeback right there. Okay, so what do we need? I think Eldest Reborn is of utmost importance here. Moment of Craving is also very, very key, right? Like, Moment of Craving can be very, very important dealing with the hero priests and ones. Last F there was, like, actually, like, game-winning, though. Being able to copy the Thief of Sanity. That was ridiculous. Oh, this is tough. Because Moment of Craving doesn't deal with Deputy Detention, which I think is just as important. I think my... Is my lineup fine? Like, Eldest Reborn would be pretty good, though. But the Fairy definitely put in the work there. I don't think we need Defensive Information Campaign here. I think we can get rid of that. The question is, do I add in Eldest Reborns or do I add in Moments of Cravings? I think Eldest Reborn. Very, very powerful here. And maybe I can take out Vrasta's Contempt. No, Vrasta's Contempt is also very important too. We'll just keep it like this for now, right? Because Moment of Craving is only for the hero, priest, and one. I mean, and potentially Thief of Sanity too. Moment of Craving is too powerful here. I'm gonna go with this. This is a tough sideboard. Like, this is where true skill comes into play, right? And I need to get more experience sideboarding because I'm not sure I opted to go for the right. Well, I think this is a pretty clear mulligan right here. Okay, at least we got lands now. Even though it's not even the distribution of lands that we want. I gotta believe I'm gonna draw more lands later down the line. I gotta send that to the bottom. Alright, I do like seeing that Thought Erasure there, though. You gonna target the Basilica there? Then we're gonna follow it up with a Godless Shrine to set up our own Basilica. Okay. Deputy Detention can come down here. Or that. We're gonna play our own Basilica, and now we kind of rely on Teferi a little bit. We need to draw into our other sources of removal because, unfortunately, Lyra's gonna come down here, and we don't really have much of an option for this. Like, we have to Teferi.
Any longer. Time is much more malleable than people think.
Yeah, maybe Eldest Reborn is not the best idea. I don't know what it would be though, because Eldest Reborn doesn't handle this well. I mean, here it does, but I had to draw into stuff that isn't lands, though. Oh. Oh, there's another one. Yeah.
Hardly my worst defeat.
Yep, I think that's all she wrote. I think we gotta get out of this one. Alright, I need to replan a little bit. Definitely need 4 thought erasures. I do like the Moment of Craving, but unfortunately our biggest problem right now is handling the opposing. Yeah, we need a 3rd Vrasa's Contempt to enable us to handle those better. I think Eldritch Reborn is also kind of a trap here. Our own Lyra could be good, but Doom Whisper trades with Lyra anyways. And Hostage Taker does fulfill that role. I think I need, yeah, I think having, this is the better distribution here. We're gonna go with this. Lyra is very powerful, but I don't think my own Lyra is the answer. I think having that removal is better. Okay, I'm gonna keep this because we have a turn 2 Hero Priest in 1. We have a Mortify for Lyra. Because Seraph of the Scales is not as threatening. No, it is also pretty threatening on its own. Don't get me wrong. It seems our opponent is debating whether to keep his hand or not. Okay, we're gonna lead off with the Hallowed Fountain, and we're gonna try to play Hero Priest in 1 turn 2. If he sticks, I'm still gonna try to play another Hero Priest in 1. And try to swarm my opponent this way. I have to be very mindful with my Mortify here. He must have like some sort of removal here. Okay, so he plays a cast down there. We're gonna drop another one. We're gonna try to keep up the pressure. Alright, let's see what he opts to discard here. I think either Mortify or Basilica. Basilica is a very, very good card for us to curve out into next turn. But depending on what he has, he may just want to get rid of the removal. I think he's debating between those two. Because Doom Whisper is still, I mean, yeah, he takes out Basilica. That makes sense. That kind of sucks. It seems he got mana screwed, but that's why he was debating whether he should keep the hand or not. And now we're gonna go for the Thought Erasure. Okay. So I'm gonna take out the Vrasa's Contempt because I wanna remove his. I wanna deal with his removal because if he does play 2 of Seraph of Scales, I can Deputy Detention them. But he opts to go for the Thief of Sanity instead. I'm gonna go for Discovery. I'm gonna try to take the aggressive approach here. I'm gonna try to like smork him. Now if I could be a god in top deck of Ravnica's Contempt, that was asking for too much, wasn't it? Okay, so if I attack with all these, he's gonna block the hero, and I'm gonna get him for 4. I'm gonna drop him down to 3. Is that worth it? I think it is. I gotta attack with all these. Set up lethal so that if he goes for this, he can't afford dispersal here. Because if he goes for dispersal, then I just have lethal on board. Like, this puts him in a very, very precarious position. I basically set it up so that the trample, like, this should enable me to get lethal unless he top decks a Lyra. But then I have the Surveil. Like, this sort of play enables me to out-tempo him, quite simply. I keep the Hallowed Fountain in case he goes for Dispersal. I don't have to discard the Doom Whisper, but like, if he goes for that play, he's dead. Like, he's actually dead. My board presence is just too damn high. And he's going for the desperate Discovery here because he knows he can't afford a Dispersal. I think we got him. I think Hero Precinct 1 won us his 3rd game. I am gonna Surveil. Gonna Surveil again. And that should be enough. Because even if he does have a Mortify to kill my Deputy Detention, we still have lethal on board. Like, what 3-mana card can he have? Yeah, I get that. He can mortify that. He gets back the Seraph of the Scales, but you're still dead. this is trample. Or that. There we go. And just like that, we clapping, boys. And I'm you know, sorry for the lighting. I have to like fix it. Like as I was recording, the sun is getting upper, and my English is getting worser and worser. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Best of 3 ranked is gonna be a little bit more tricky to record because matches are obviously best of 3 matches, right? So they drag out more. So I feature like less actual like deck matchups. So I'm gonna see like how I'm gonna approach this sort of recording. But I think even though that was a mirror match and the first game my opponent got kind of mana screwed, I do think this particular series against that Esper Midrange was really good. I think it was a fine set of games, and like I said, I'll be looking into how to make these videos feature like more high quality games for sure. You know, this sort of video I had to kind of like rush up a little bit, but I do want to feature this deck more for sure. So that's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm back home, and the daily uploads are gonna keep on coming, and I just want to thank you guys for the constant support, and that's all I gotta say. Have a swell day. Hope you enjoy some MTG Arena, and I'll see you tomorrow.